So what do you think of that new collect I traded for an ox?
It makes travel between cities faster and easier, that's for sure, Mardu. What river do you trade your goods up and down mostly, the Tigris or Euphrates?
Mostly the Euphrates River. I've had bad luck a few times with the swift currents of the Tigris. It has made my collect capsize. Speaking of water, I got to take a look at that new standard of Ur during the flood when we were in the ziggurat for protection. Have you seen it, Entu?
No, I haven't, but I've heard so many things about it. It truly is a genuine piece of fine craftsmanship. You must be very skilled to create such artwork. It is a symbol of power or authority of the Lugal. I know one side depicts scenes of peace, but I've not been told about the other. Since you've seen it firsthand, what does it consist of?
From what I understand, the other side depicts our military accomplishments, but also our dominance and eagerness in times of war.
Since we're on the topic of war, my son is very interested in joining our ranks. He's also very talented in writing cuneiform. He wrote on this clay tablet in a duo about our military tactics.
Well, maybe he can get a job as a scribe in the ziggurats assisting the priests. I hear they're very promising jobs. My son is currently training to be one and spends a lot of time at school. He tells me his teachers are very strict though.
Yes, my son's a duo who runs from sunrise to sunset every day. He comes home with bruises sometimes if his work is not perfect. He tries very hard to make sure he does his best. Often we have his teacher over for dinner to discuss his strengths and weaknesses. Teachers are highly respected.
Back to the topic of trade. I was thinking of going an expedition to Afghanistan to trade some wool for some lapis lazuli. This is a good opportunity to make some profit by selling to the wealthy. If you could bring your crew with you, we could split the profits on this voyage. Let me know if you're interested then too.
Do you mean we will travel on one of the long ships powered by square oars and sails and oars? That has been one of my dreams for a while now. I'm definitely interested in going. On our way we will pass the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. I hear it is the most beautiful building in the world.
I would love to see it too. I'm fascinated by good architecture. I've decided to trade wool for it because it's much lighter than other resources. Makes it easier for travel.
What a great idea, Mardu. Enlil, god of air, would be proud. We must serve Enlil in every way. He is the god of our town and one of the superior gods.
Yes, we contribute to the offerings to Enlil through the increasing talent taxes. I am proud to serve such a wonderful god.
I pay my taxes with dates, barley, or sesame seeds, our three main crops we use. They actually give discounts for paying with this method, as it can go directly to the Lugal. You could try this method too.
I will, thank you. The Lugal can be so strict with taxation.
I agree, but he's not nearly as strict as King Hammurabi, though. He has a written law code of 282 laws with harsh consequences.
I know, I've heard that if a son strikes his father, his hand will be cut off. This definitely enforces the importance of parental respect.
But at least now with the laws written down, they can't really dispute them. People will all be treated equally for their actions. So does your family own a stall? That's where I'll probably do most of our business.
Of course. With our part of the city mostly being inhabited by traders, the marketplace has gotten so big. I'm not surprised you haven't seen my stall.
Well, hopefully we will be making a huge profit selling the lapis lazuli that we get from the voyage you spoke of.
I hope so, my friend. The only thing we should have to worry about is getting stuck on some parts of the river that have shallow banks.
Sometimes I wish we were land traders. With the invention of the wheel, they have it a lot easier than we do. Half the time they'll have animals pulling carts. It seems like a lot less work.
I don't know. I think I'll just stick to sailing. But I hear that the wheel has produced much better efficiency for the farmers' water irrigation turbines.
You know how they keep track of the efficiency though, right? With mathematics becoming more and more prominent in our education, even my son would be capable of completing tasks such as that.
Well, I believe it, seeing as the Lugal puts education as one of his priorities. Anyways, I've got to round up some more men for the voyage, so I'll be seeing you around soon. Anil's blessing upon you and all of your voyages.
I'll talk to my crew about the great opportunity. I'll stop by your house to talk about their decisions at a later date. Have a good day, Marty. Many blessings.